Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Good morning from the Transportation and Ticket Center, and it's another beautiful day here at Walt Disney World. Today we're going to be virtually park hopping the Walt Disney World theme parks while heading on 10 different Disney rides. Now, normally I like to take the monorail to Magic Kingdom, but since the weather is so nice, a ride on the ferry will be a perfect way to start the day. So let's get on this boat and head to Magic Kingdom. Here we are, the Magic Kingdom. The sound of the train going across the station is just like music to my ears. But we need to hurry up and get to Frontierland for our Splash Mountain Fast Pass. So, up the middle of Main Street, USA, we go. The mornings on Main Street are always a great time to see the citizens of Main Street or catch a glimpse of the trolley show. I always make a point to stop and enjoy some of the entertainment, even if it's just for a couple minutes. So at number 10, we're ready for a zippity-doo-dah day on Splash Mountain. I always head on Splash Mountain as early as I can, so I give myself enough time to dry off during the day, because as you know, you may get wet, and sometimes you actually get soaked. So let's enjoy a ride on Splash Mountain.
Get ready for the water? Oh, this is awesome.
Sometimes you can get even more wet than the big drop with that splash right there.
Oh, he gets that guy. Watch this, Bob. This guy's gonna get that.
This part's always so stressful. And I got drenched.
Awesome so far.
Oh yeah, just a blast.
This is 3 tickets. This guy's got all this on video.
Yep. From this view here, you can see the Contemporary Hotel, the tip of the Tiki Room, and the clock tower from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think we go down about here.
Now with Magic Kingdom Splash Mountain, you're almost guaranteed to get soaked in the front. So, wish me luck.
Oh, that was awesome.
I mean, it's not a true ride on Splash Mountain unless some animatronics are malfunctioning. And what do you know? There's a few more. These geese look kind of creepy, don't they?
Pretty good, shut your mouth. How do you do?
Chance to set a trap for
It's time to be moving along. It's time to be moving along. It's time for shopping.
So jumping Brer Rabbit in the back is known as the $1 Million Bunny because it's said that Disney has spent over $1 million trying to fix him when he just always continues to break down. More times than not, he's not working, so it's kind of rare to see him hopping on this trip.
Howdy folks, if your log has stopped, please remain fully seated. Arrival shall begin momentarily.
Hi. You might not be able to hear it, but try and listen for the gophers saying FSU for Florida State University. We covered this little secret in a previous video. Well, now that I'm drenched, I think a great ride to go on would be Big Thunder Mountain, so I can go and dry off. Let's go do that. Well, it's a 60-minute wait for Big Thunder, but good thing we have a fast pass for this one too. So, let's go on in. It's the wildest ride in the wilderness! Zippity Doodah is a song associated with Splash Mountain, but Thunder Mountain always reminds me of this song because of that Disneyland Fun sing-along video. I watched it all the time growing up, and I'm sure a lot of you probably know what I'm talking about. You know that Zippity Doodah, Zippity Yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity Doodah, Zippity Yay. Okay, you get the point. Whoops, yeah, no face reveal just yet. My favorite drop is coming up right here. Always a fun coaster, and I'm a little more dry now as well. So I do think we should change the pace of things a little bit, because I really want to go on the People Mover. Don't you? I mean, it's iconic, so let's head across the park through the hub and into Tomorrowland. Now you should know that if you're coming with me to the parks, just be aware that we stop to watch any show or parade even if it's already started. Almost every time I cross the hub, Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair is performing on the castle stage. But if you aren't a big show person, don't worry, because it's the finale. Like, tell me that isn't magical. And now we walk briskly towards Tomorrowland before everyone else does. I really like how they're slowly reverting back to the aesthetic of the original Tomorrowland, like the Monsters Inc. laugh floor sign and the beams on the People Mover. It looks much cleaner without the metal fins, don't you think? Okay, it looks like we aren't going on the People Mover since it's still down. I mean, it's been down for the last 4 days, thought it would be back up, but I guess it's not. So, let's try and get on a Fantasyland ride before heading to Epcot. Oh cool, some water art. Did you know that certain custodial cast members are actually trained in water art so they can draw all your favorite Disney characters on the pavement? It's always a fun surprise bumping into these canvases.
Have a magical day and come back and see me. Thank you very much.
Okay, the line for Winnie the Pooh isn't too long, so let's head into the 100-acre woods.
One day in the 100-acre wood, the east wind traded places with the west wind. If you ask me, he'll never reach that tree.
Why me? Why me? Oh dear. Hang on tightly, Roo. Look, Mama, look.
The best hidden secret in the ride is Mr. Toad handing the deed over to Owl. It's another detail that's been discussed in a previous video. Oh, there I am. Hey! Haha, you can't really see me though. Does it bother anyone else that Piglet is the only three-dimensional figure in the scene and everyone else is a cutout? You know, the ride's short, but it's sweet. I like it. Okay, that's enough Magic Kingdom for today since we still have to get to 3 parks, so we're gonna take the monorail over to Epcot. I actually just want to head to Epcot to check out the construction progress through the monorail. There's a lot of construction going on, so this isn't my favorite park to visit right now, but I mean, while we're here, we might as well head on a couple rides.
China and the United Kingdom. Join us tonight at the lagoon to celebrate those glass pyramids are the gateway to your journey into imagination. Inside, you can explore the creative process with Figment.
And that's just the ride we're gonna head on next. Even though it's not the best Disney ride, I still like coming to see Figment, and the line usually isn't too long, which is always good. We love a short line. So let's take a trip into the Imagination Institute with Figment.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to our special drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Michael Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our...
This video wouldn't be bad if they just reanimated Figment. The animation just looks really bad, don't you think?
Sound, smell, touch, and taste. Taste my chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight.
Outside. Okay. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour. Our first stop is the Sound Lab. We'll begin by testing your hearing with a series of tones. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? This is odd. Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
It's Figment.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard. Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination. For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things. From just a sound, your mind has wings.
Continuing now, if I may, in a calm, scientific, Figment-free manner, the things we see with our eyes can control the eyes of the imagination. Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and hit.
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing Figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly.
I say imagination must be captured and controlled.
I love that effect.
Imagination works best when it's set free. Just turn your imagination loose and anything can happen.
Figment? He's gone. Our research shows that smells often trigger the imagination, especially when pleasant, familiar smells come into play.
Come into play? I'd love to.
Figment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll! Woo! You win 1 cent!
Figment, don't!
It's not just me, but that skunk scent really smells like coffee, right?
Of course not! The nose knows! One awful whiff can send you reeling. One lovely sniff can be appealing. Your money finds what enters through your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not a rose.
You know, I'm sorry, but after that big stink in the smell lab, I hesitate to send you into the touch and taste labs. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea! We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I made my house an innovation. Imagination really bounds around. It's downside up and upside down.
And just because we can, magic.
Now, here's a real open house. Come on in. So, what do you think? Is it neat?
More than you can imagine.
But, Doc, it's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the brain's open house.
Of course. Imagination is just turning your thinking upside down. Come on, Figment. It's time to get back to the Institute.
I know a shortcut.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. We all have sparks.
Imagination. That's how our minds create creation.
We set them free and know what they can do. Those magic sparks from me and you.
You see, Doc, I knew you'd get it, because you got a wonderful imagination.
I do? Oh, yes. Well, thank you, Figment. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
That's honestly one of the most terrifying things in a Disney ride. Like, why?
Creation, right at the start. And now we invite you to set your imaginations free in the...
Okay, good news. So there were some fast passes for Frozen Ever After that just opened up. So I grabbed one and we're gonna head over to Norway and World Showcase. It's actually nice now that the ride's getting old enough where fast passes open up day of. Now, I know a lot of people were mad that Frozen Ever After replaced Maelstrom, but I gotta say, I really do love Frozen Ever After. It's a lot of fun and the animatronics are impressive. So let's head off into Arendelle.
Magic winter show in summer
I do hate about this ride is how bumpy this lift hill is. I mean, it is the same lift hill from Maelstrom, but they really should have replaced it. The fluidity of that Elsa animatronic always blows my mind.
Welcome back! Treat seats until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock. You're asked to get out to the right, yeah? Bye-bye now! Bye-bye!
Bye! The great thing about World Showcase now is the fact that the International Gateway is home to the Disney Skyliner, which makes getting to Disney's Hollywood Studios just that much easier. It only takes about 20 minutes. It's the same amount of time it takes to get there with the friendship boats, but you usually need to wait in line for those, and the boats stop a lot. Well, not a lot, but a few times, which can get kind of annoying. So the beauty with the Skyliner is that they run continuously, so we're gonna hop on a gondola and head to Hollywood Studios. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, Hollywood Studios is now my favorite park. It went from being what many said was a half-day park a couple years ago to a full-day park with 2 new lands, which also brought along many new rides. 5 out of the 9 rides at the park have been added within the last 2 years. And you might be thinking 9 rides really isn't a lot, and you're right, it's not. But when you take into account the amount of other attractions and shows, there's a lot to do, and you can spend an entire day here. And speaking of shows, it looks like some of the citizens of Hollywood are out for the afternoon. They always crack me up.
It was terribly mischievous and
Okay, all right then. All right, so I'm gonna start filling out the police report. It was a burglary.
It was a burglary.
All right, so yeah, burglary.
Whatever that is.
Okay, now.
All right, time to tackle some of these newer rides at the park, starting with Slinky Dog Dash in Toy Story Land. It isn't the most thrilling coaster, but it still reaches top speeds of up to 64 kilometers or 40 miles per hour. So let's go ride Slinky Dog. Now, what you guys don't know is that I actually came to Hollywood Studios right at Park Open this morning before heading to Magic Kingdom so I can get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. And guess what? They're calling our boarding group right now, so let's go and ride probably one of the best attractions Walt Disney Imagineering has ever developed. Let's go.
Stand clear. Deck doors opening now.
Hurry, all recruits to transport. No need for safety here. It'll be a smooth ride. Ground crews, deck is in motion. Recruits crossing to transport.
Initiate pre-flight sequence on Deck 3 for Macau. Affirmative. Deck 3, you are clear for launch. Clear for launch. Macau bound personnel, this is your final call.
So if you're curious how this ship works, there's actually 3 separate interiors of the ship that rotate on a turntable. That's how you eventually get into the hangar bay through the same doors you entered in.
I just want to be sure. All recruits must be on board now. Transport is away in 30 seconds.
Good. Open and on hyperdrive. Yes. Check the hyperdrive also.
Transport takeoff in 20 seconds.
Hyperdrive need to get it out of view. Good. Airspeed sensor? Review. Thank you, Night Numb. Black Leader, are you and your team ready?
Affirmative. Engines are on. Red 2, Blue 5, report. Red 2, check.
Blue 5 standing by.
Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits.
All ships, launch. I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara.
Red 2, Blue 5, keep tight now. Let's get ready to make that jump to light speed on my mark.
Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything?
Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. BB-8, what do you got?
There appear to be a number of small craft heading our way. Raise the shields.
We got company. First order TIE fighters. Reroute. Red 2, Blue 5, we got a clear path so transport can make the jump. Everest! Ahead!
We lost Red 2, warning coming. Blue 5 taking evasive action.
Try to shake him, Blue.
I'm trying.
We lost Blue 5. I'm gonna try to jump on the way.
Copy that. Get us clear so we can make the jump.
Be ready. You won't have much time.
Where are all those TIE fighters coming from?
Star Destroyers. We can't. We're caught in a tractor beam. It's pulling us in.
Tries to make this a fair fight. Don't worry, I'm coming back for you. Stay strong.
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourselves and prepare to be boarded.
This is TR-141. We are a civilian vessel. By whose authority are we being detained?
By the authority of the First Order, Resistance scum. Now bring down your shields and prepare to be boarded.
They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the Resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
Under the command of the First Order. When you disembark, you will go to your right and be processed. Clearly, you've chosen the wrong side. Exit now.
Just one. Looking alone. Yeah. Do you think you're brave?
Very.
I can assure you, you're not. Let's go. Join this line to the right. Hold us from the breach.
Whether you are standing on is very vital. It will determine how you will enter and how you will exit the cell.
Leave us.
Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order. We will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. the resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We'll need it on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. What? Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. Rogue droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, it goes to the prisoners. You're breaching detention law 3.
Cover is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway?
Priority alert. Detection to level D. There they are! Fire! Take cover, recruits! The escape pods just below us! Take them with now! Hurry! No, not up! I said down!
This does not look good. Try to find another way down to the escape pods.
The resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave. But ultimately hopeless.
There's nowhere to run!
Location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
Came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
All right, nice job, recruits.
not what you signed on for, but hey, your resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. No, stand for his copy.
Lieutenant Beck here.
Beck! You're alive!
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too.
Oh, this ride's so good. If it had a standby line, I'd gladly wait 2+ hours to be able to ride this multiple times in one day. But since the attraction fully isn't operating at max capacity yet, the boarding groups do make sense. Now, speaking of waiting in lines, I'm always willing to wait longer for new rides, and the newest ride right now at Hollywood Studios is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I've done this ride through standby before, and the line actually moves pretty quick, even though it says it's over an 100-minute wait right now. So let's get ready to travel into a Mickey Mouse short.
Hi, Goofy!
Well, beautiful day for a picnic.
Yep, we're off to the park.
See y'all later.
Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how. And not any trouble.
Oh, hiya, folks. You want to take a ride on the train? Excuse me, you wait.
Who, me?
Do you mind helping these good people in the park room while I fix this here okey-booty?
Sounds like a lot of paperwork, but sure.
Thanks. Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up.
Right this way?
I really do love the interior of this queue since it looks like you're actually in a cartoon. Just all the art style used, it's perfect. Now, there are a lot of hidden details and references in this ride, so our next video will be talking all about these secrets and details.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
Hi, folks! Hello there! How you doing?
Hey, making
Be sure to take good care of our friends.
Gosh, where are we waiting? What could possibly go wrong?
Oh no! I must have hit that track switch! Let's get that moving!
Hurry! Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Follow your big girl.
That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready and... 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent! You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's conga!
Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park. And thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now.
What's this lever do? Here we are, back in the bar. Remember to gather up all your personal belongings, take your small children by the hand, and watch your step as you exit my train. Come back and see me again real soon, okay? So long!
I gotta say, I love the new theme song for this ride. It's super catchy, and it goes back to the attraction formula of older rides with songs, like Pirates, Mansion, Tiki Room, Country Bears. They all have songs, and they're all super catchy as well. Alright, so we have one more park to get to, and that's Disney's Animal Kingdom. We'll be driving to that park, so let's get ready for a wild time. There's something so peaceful about walking into Discovery Island at Animal Kingdom and seeing the Tree of Life. Maybe not a lot of you know this, but that dock right there on the right used to be home to the old Discovery riverboat attraction. This was perfect time catching the service boat, but seeing it passing on through, this kind of kinetic energy is exactly what the river needs again. I mean, you can always count on Kevin to bring a little kinetic energy into this area as well.
I think that was a good picture, Kevin. I mean, any picture with you.
Okay, it's time to head over to Asia to take a journey into the Himalayas on Expedition Everest. If you're traveling to the park solo, this is a great ride to get on with a minimal wait since it offers a single rider line. So, let's do this. Bird on the Stick didn't show up.
Oh, that's always the best part.
The last ride we're going to visit today is Navi River Journey in Pandora. It's a relaxing ride, not really one of my favorites, but I honestly just go on it to see the Navi Shaman animatronic. So let's go and enjoy the sights and sounds of the bioluminescent forest. have it. I hope you enjoyed this virtual park hopping journey through Walt Disney World. Now, what are your favorite Disney rides? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.